Here's the thing. The change that you might actually want or that you might actually be looking for may actually lie within you. Because some of you are waiting for the right time, the right moment, the right opportunity, and some are waiting for those ideas that you ponder upon every day, write them down to be perfect before you can put them down. Sometimes you're actually making every excuse under the sun that you want to hear from a higher being, or you want everything, some confirmation, or you want somebody to validate that you can actually go and proceed to start with those ideas to change your life. And yet it may very well be that you're actually self-sabotaging. And the reason sometimes we self-sabotage is because we are afraid of that person that we need to be, because change requires the you that you are to change to being the better version of yourself. Because with every stage of our life, as we evolve, as we grow, as we develop, and as we change, we also change the way that we do things. We change the way we walk. We change the way we talk. There is no change that comes in the same comfortable position. Transformation requires us to do the uncomfortable, and sometimes being fearless is about showing up even when we are feeling the fear. Because the goal that you want, the life, the future that you want is on the other side of fear. And yet you seem to be shrinking to be able to make those around you comfortable. You seem to be over-explaining yourself to other people, and you want validation from people that don't even care about you. Whatever happened to the childlike faith that you had, the dreams and aspirations that you had before you started to feel fear? You want transformation, but you're not willing to let go the part of you that no longer serves you. Until we change the way that we think, we'll stay stagnated in the same place. We need to change ourselves to be able to do the new things. The old self no longer serves where you are. When you've journeyed in this life, you'll notice that we grow, we evolve. Even now, the world around us is evolving. We now got AI. We've got to adapt every step of the way. We've got to shake the old. We've got to leave the habits that no longer serve us. We've got to stop using old tools for new ideas. Transformation requires you to do that which is uncomfortable. And I tell you, growth comes with actually getting into that space that is very uncomfortable. Are you worried about that person that you will become? Because that change expects you to walk a certain way, to talk a certain way, And unfortunately, sometimes the old tools that we were using that got us here are no longer required in the next level of your life, in the next phase of your transformation. What is it that is keeping you from going for that life that you want? What is it that is so different between you and those other people that you see that have dared to? The difference is they just decided to show up in spite of fear. They just decided to do their future selves a favor and move away from this place where they're going round and round in circle that no longer serves them. Because, like I said, in life, as we evolve, we need to actually move on. You need to stop shrinking or rehearsing your potential in your head, and then it just ends there. You owe your future self, to be able to get up and really come out of your comfort zone. Because, like I said, real transformation comes by doing the uncomfortable. Real perfection comes by doing. Confidence comes by showing up even when we don't feel comfortable. You owe yourself that at least, because many of you are going around with talents, potentials that you're sitting on because you are afraid of the change, or you're afraid to becoming the person that change requires you to be. Because we have to enter into the uncomfortable. We have to evolve with the new levels of goals that we have and where life is taking us. Because wherever you are now, there was a version of you that got you there, the confident you, the person that dared to dream. And you need to be able to pick yourself from that place and be able to go for your dreams and stop sabotaging your dreams. Nobody's going to come and save us. Nobody's going to come and tell you to do something or not to do something. Don't be stuck in that same place. You need to go out there and showcase your talent. Stop self-guessing. Stop doubting yourself. You've got the potential. You know you can do it. All you need to do is to apply yourself. All you need to do is to just show up and be like those people that you've already been seeing, that they've been inspiring you and that have done so many amazing things. They are no better than you in any way. They just dared to dream, dared to show up, and they are fearless, and they show up even when they are afraid, and they are not worried about what the world will say or what the world thinks, because you know what, the world will always have an opinion whether you do or you don't do. So you may as well do. Enter into that new level of you and transform your life and get better, because within that, that's where your vision, your ideas, your goals, and that's where the change that you require lies within. Sometimes the life that you want lies on the other side of fear, or is on the other side of fear. And some are even afraid to let go that version of themselves that likes to please, that likes to explain, that like to be part of a clique. They don't want to let go. And yet the life you want is waiting for you on the other side. It needs you to stop being afraid. And some of the old habits will no longer be able to serve your future. We need to change. We need to be uncomfortable, because transformation happens in the discomfort. And fearless is those people that are just showing off in spite of fear and figuring it out as you go along. Because with life, we need to evolve with time and life. That's how we need to live our life. We need to go away from the noise, have time to reflect, meditate whilst thinking about how to refocus our energy to build a better future for ourselves. What is it that we need to do? But you need to start now. Stop doubting yourself. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for somebody to come and save you, because nobody will. But you need to change. You are self-sabotaging. You are procrastinating. You're using every excuse under the sun. Some of you are even diluting your ambitions and your ideas because you want to make those around you comfortable. And yet those people don't even care. If you hit a crisis, they are not even there. There are certain journeys in life that you need to go and work in silence and then show up for yourself. Make mistake, figure it out. It's okay, because that's how we all do it. That's how we all grow. Reflect on the childlike faith that you had when you were a child, when everybody asked you, what did you want to do when you grew up? And you just showed up and you just uttered those words. And this time of life requires us to be able to go back to that place, the way that we were before we were conditioned to please. So do yourself a favor. Start now. Go grab that life that you want. Go and write that book, write that journal, and do whatever it is that your heart's desire. But you need to show up for yourself, because your future self will thank you for the decision that you are going to make today. Time has already passed you by, and you're watching others do it, and you think they're better. No, nobody's better than another. It's just that those people have just decided to show up in spite of. So please do yourself a favor and start now, because time is waiting for no man. Let me know in the comment section what you think about what I've said, and let me know where you're at in your journey. Let's encourage each other to be able to go out there and support each other and go for our visions. And if you've watched this till the end, by all means, please feel free to subscribe, like, and let's have conversations in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Shelley here. Bye for now.